Do you want to learn how to create a gorgeous fall swag for your lanterns this fall season on a farmhouse style in a very small budget? Keep watching. Hello everyone, I am Ramon. Welcome back to Ramon at Home. I'm so excited you're here today because I'm gonna show you another farmhouse style decorating idea for fall. I'm gonna show you how to create a gorgeous fall swag for your lantern inside or outdoors, and it's inspired by the gorgeous fall wreath that I show you how to make along with the centerpiece. They all have this galvanized item and some gorgeous fall sunflowers in cream colors with a lot of farmhouse elements. So if you are interested on how to make a gorgeous farmhouse swag for your lanterns, please stay tuned. Don't forget to like this video and share with your friends. Invite them to come and join Ramon at Home for future decorating ideas. And while you subscribe, don't forget to turn the notification bell on so you're notified about every single upload. Right now we're uploading Wednesdays and Saturdays in the morning to help you and inspire you to create something beautiful. All right, before we get started with this DIY, let me give you the list of products you will need to create this gorgeous swag. For our greeneries, I'm gonna use some of these maple leaves. I'm also gonna use a bundle of eucalyptus. I'm gonna use 3 bundles of lamb's ear from Walmart. I'm gonna use 3 bundles of olive from Walmart. I'm also gonna use 5 of these picks with the little pumpkin berries, olive, and this corn husk material. I also love these guys right here. They're under $2 at Walmart right now. So if you like this farmhouse style, I really recommend you go get some. I'm also gonna use some of these pumpkins and gourds from Hobby Lobby, and as I mentioned on the centerpiece before, I also love these ones because they already come with this stem that we need to insert into our wreath. And for our flower, we're gonna use this gorgeous sunflower from Walmart, and if you guys know, I'm obsessed with this flower. It is a very neutral color and is very representative of the farmhouse style, and I think this is going to look very good with our selection of ribbons. And for our ribbons, what I'm going to use is this really pretty black and white check, as well as some of this burlap. This is about a 2-inch, and this is 1.5 inch, and I think they're perfect together. Also very representative of the farmhouse style. For my tools, I'm gonna use some florist tape in brown, and you can find this at any local craft store. I'm gonna use a 18 gauge wire to make our hanger. I'm gonna use 2 22 gauge wire to attach our sign. I'm gonna use my wire cutters and my scissors. We're also gonna use this piece of greenery that actually I cut out from a wreath form. If you guys do not have a piece of garland or a scrap of greenery, and if you have an old wreath that you're not using or you just pull the ornaments, you can just cut the wire out, and then this is something that we're gonna use. And I wanna mention the lantern came from Shinoda Design Center and is going to be fabulous. So now that we know all of the things that we're gonna use, it's time to get started. All right, you guys, so the very first thing I'm going to do is take the tag off my lantern, because remember, tags are tacky. And then what I want to do is I'm gonna go ahead and grab my garland. So I wanted to swag this way because the door's right here. We'll show you later what we'll be putting inside. But I wanna give it a little give right here, and then using my bristles, I'm going to attach it. And I'm gonna go ahead and attach over here as well, just to make it more cohesive. And the reason why I wanna use the greenery is so I can use it to attach my elements to it. Then right here, I'm just gonna go ahead and unify it and make it one. Remember, the garland is just our base, so we can work on. If you've been following this channel for a while, you know that I love to use greeneries like this because it's easier to either just poke or to glue or to use the bristles to attach. And in this case, we're just gonna go ahead and use the bristles. So we have one longer side and we have a shorter side right here on the right. And then what I'm going to do is I'm gonna make a bow with my plaid and my burlap ribbons. And you guys, if you guys saw our last weeks for the wreath, then you know how I made this bow. And if you don't know how to make a bow, there's a video I'm gonna link up right now on the icon and also put it on the description box. It shows you how to make a bow 3 different styles. I always like to say that the music is a little loud because it was one of my first videos, but it's really full information and it really teaches you step by step how to make a bow. But to save us some time, I'm just gonna go ahead and attach my bow right here, and just adding with one of my bristles, I'm gonna go ahead and add my wire right here. Then I'm gonna go ahead and add another one here. And I left these longer tails just like I did on the wreath because I'm gonna go ahead and attach them with the greenery. So I'm gonna start by doing that. I'm gonna pull 2 of my longer tails of the burlap and the plaid ribbon all the way over here. And what I'm going to do is I'm gonna go ahead and use my bristles, and I'm going to attach right here and give it a little loop, as you guys can see. And you guys know that every time that I do a wreath or a lantern like this, I just like to make the bow and then fluff at the end, because there's so many elements that we're going to add. So I'm gonna go ahead and just do another loop right here and attaching with my bristles, just give it a little give, and then we'll fluff about it later, but we'll worry about the tails later as well. All right, so the very first thing I'm gonna add to this is going to be some of my greenery. I'm gonna get it all ready and I'll be right back with you. Keep watching. All right, everyone, so if you've been following this channel for any period of time, you know that I like to add 1 greenery or 1 flower at a time, because that's gonna give us balance. And I wanna show you right here, let me spin this around, how easy it is by having the greenery. All you have to do is twist some of those bristles into place, and then you have all this greenery. So I'm gonna start with some of this olive, and I also love this olive from Shinoda Design Center. And if you don't have a turntable, I really recommend you get one, because as you can see, it is super easy. And look at that, just by adding and twisting, there's no need to glue, because we can always go back and reuse all of this material. And this greenery is just to give it a little bit of texture. So just use your bristles, and don't forget, if the lantern is gonna be seen on the back, don't forget to go ahead and add some of the same greenery just by twisting it like this. I'm not even twisting really hard, because you don't want to wrestle with it when you're done. But as you can see, it really is creating some texture. I'm gonna go ahead and add another one right here. And we're gonna add so many layers of greenery, but this is just our first one. I want one to come out of here. So I'm gonna pick one of the longest ones that we have, and I'm gonna go ahead and attach it right here, like this. Thumbs up if you guys are enjoying this farmhouse style series. Last week I showed you how to make a fabulous wreath, and if you have not seen that wreath with the welcome galvanized sign, I'm gonna link it up right now. It was so much fun to make, and I'm also gonna put it on the description box. And it was very cohesive with the centerpiece, and it will be very cohesive as well with these lanterns. So I'm super excited for you guys to see the end result. All right, so I'm gonna add, I have another long one right here, so I'm gonna add it. Let's see, I'm gonna add it over here, kind of spilling forward. At this point, you're just letting your eye dictate where you want your greeneries to go. And like I said, we'll fluff all of this ribbonery later on. All right, so I'm gonna move next to our lamb's ear, and I'm just gonna go ahead and do the exact same thing, just attaching with one of your bristles. It doesn't have to be very tight. I always recommend to just basically give them a touch of any greenery that you're using. I'm gonna lift this ribbon right here, and I'm gonna go right here. And if it's going to be sitting outside, which I think this will, what you need to do is give them a tighter twist to your bristles, so that way it locks them in place. But as you guys can see, oh my gosh, I'm loving the way this is turning. I'm gonna add one right here to the back, like this, and just make sure that you swirl that bristle. And if your lantern is gonna be seen on the back, just go ahead and give this one of these greeneries, and using your bristles right here, just go ahead and attach it. And look, we're making it all the way around, and I absolutely love it. All right, so our next greenery, I'm gonna add some of these maple leaves, and I also love these ones because they're gonna give them just a little touch of fall. Now, I don't want this one to overtake the rest of it, and I explained to you on the other video, I think it was on the centerpiece, when you add a darker leaf like this to something that we're trying to keep on the farmhouse style, which is a little lighter and airier, you don't want to add a lot of it, but you do want to add some dark foliage, because it will serve as a highlighter for everything else that you're doing. If you don't put a highlighter in your foliages, you'll lose all the texture. So you want to make sure that you have something that your eye travels to. That way, all of the other lighter items really will be highlighted by the use of something darker. And as you guys can see, I'm not putting a lot of it. I'm just gonna add a few of them and just swirling my greenery. And I'm gonna go ahead to the back, because we're making it all the way around. And you know what? Actually, I want to know if you guys want to see some Halloween videos. If you want to see Halloween DIYs, wreaths, centerpieces, and home decor, be sure to leave me the hashtag Halloween down in the comment section below so that I know that you are interested in Halloween DIYs. So far, we've added all of our greeneries. We've added some olives, some lamps here, and some, I think this is maple. We've added our bow that we're gonna fluff later, so the next step will be to add our picks of pumpkins. Stay tuned, I'm gonna get those ready and I'll be right back with you. All right, you guys, so the next step I'm going to add is going to be the pumpkin picks from Walmart, the Walmart store. They have this corn husk, and you wanna make sure that you fluff these guys and make them look as full and alive with a little pumpkin. And what I'm going to do is I'm gonna start right here with my bow. So I'm gonna swirl this to me, and I'm gonna go ahead and insert this. I'm gonna pull one of my bristles, and then I'm gonna use that bristle to attach, just swirl it around like that. And as you can see, it just gives you that little pumpkin right in the front. So I'm gonna do the same right here. I want this to be visible, so I wanna make sure that I place them in places where you will actually see that little pumpkin right here. And like I said, don't worry about the tails, because as my ex-boss used to say, it gets ugly before it gets pretty. And I just wanna go ahead and encourage you guys. You know, I talked to you about this before, but the secret about making something gorgeous like this is just to keep trying. If I can do it, so can you. This is just a trial and error kind of thing. And remember, it does not have to be perfect to be beautiful. As long as you love it, then it is perfect. If you love what you've created, then you have achieved something gorgeous. And that is my secret to creating something beautiful. All right, so I'm gonna add one right here, and I'm gonna add one right here to elongate my, oh, let me fluff it first. To elongate my shape all the way down, I'm gonna go ahead and add one right here. Just gonna use the bristle and swirl it around. And look, so far we have pumpkins going all the way down, and I saved one to put right here on the back because we don't want to forget about the back if it's going to be seen. And I think this is gonna go in front of a mirror here in my house, so I'm gonna make sure that if you see the back, it's at least finished. All right, so far, so good. I am loving the way this is looking. This is so pretty. So it is time to add our sunflowers. These sunflowers came from Walmart. They are under $5 a bundle, and you get 5. So when I went and bought them, I bought a whole bunch of them because I knew that I wanted to use them all over my house for this particular style. So I'm gonna go ahead and start right here on the top. I'm gonna lift my bow, and I'm just gonna go ahead and insert this guy right here. I don't even need to twist that one because it'll just weave into my swag. Then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and add one more, but this time I'm gonna do it going up. And when you do it going up, you do want to make sure that you grab one of those bristles and just twist it on the stem. That way, if you need to play with it, it'll stay, as you guys can see. So pretty. I'm gonna add one more down here. This is all prep work. The greenery is always prep work. And what I mean by that is, like, you cannot make a floral arrangement, you cannot make a wreath, you cannot make a swag without greenery. And greenery is always gonna be the base and all of the texture that you need for your flowers. Your flower is more like your showstopper and the star of the show, but this greenery is like the supporting actor, and then this is like the main actress, and she is here to shine, honey. All right, so I'm gonna add one more right here. And this is looking so good, and I'm gonna go ahead and grab one of my bristles and just twist, twist, twist right here. And then, of course, I'm gonna put one right here on the back to make sure that if it's, once again, seen from all the sides, then you need to make sure that you grab one of your bristles right here and just twist like that. And look at that, how gorgeous is looking. Don't mind these two guys yet. All right, so then we have the really cute Daisy Moms that I talked to you guys. I love this, absolutely love the greenery on them. It just looks variegated, it looks old and weathered, and what I like about this is because you can really play with it. It comes in these tiny little bundles. This is from Shinoda. And I just want to mention to you guys, I'm not getting paid by Shinoda, but I do love their product, and I always like to support local. And if you see anything that you see on the videos and you like, just give them a call and they'll be glad to send you whatever it is that I'm using if they still have it available. All right, so I'm gonna start right here. And this is just my filler and flyaway, what I call. And you cannot have also a floral arrangement without a filler and a flyaway, because it really is what that last touch. It's kind of like when you girls are going out and the last thing you put is your last piece of jewelry, whether it's your earrings or your necklace, and it's just what finishes the outfit. Well, that's what this is. As you can see right here, I'm gonna add one right here so you can see what I'm talking about. You play with it like this, you bend it, then you insert right here, and it's just going to fill in this empty spot, and it's gonna give you some texture. Grab one of your bristles and twist it, and look at that. It just gives you that really piece of texture that I absolutely love. I'm gonna add one right here in the back. This comes in a bundle, and all of this is just one bush. So basically you get so much product. I'm gonna add it right here. I'm gonna add one right here. Actually, you know what? Before I run out, I'm gonna add one right here to the bottom to keep elongating that shape. Like this. Look at that. Oh, so pretty. And I'm gonna add one right here, not without fluffing it, of course. So I'm gonna add, if you guys wanna see other bigger lantern DIYs in different colors, be sure to leave me the hashtag lantern. Now I keep reading why the hashtag, because that way I know if you guys are interested in the theme, that way I know what direction to go to, so you guys can see other ideas. All right, so far so good. My lantern's being tilted, and I'm gonna save this one to the end. So what I'm going to do with these two right here is I'm gonna go ahead and cut them a little bit on an angle. This time we're gonna cut on an angle because we're going to twist them. So what I want you to do is I want you to twist this guy like this, all the way up, and then I want you to pull and just let it twist like that. I wanna do a longer one. So I'm gonna cut right here on an angle, then I'm going to go and twist. I just figured this would be like some little touch instead of just having tails. When you twist it like this, what you need to do so it grabs on, you wanna give it a little squish like this, because that will form the wire, and then you wanna grab the inside of it, and then you want to pull right here. And look how cute is that. I also love it. It just gives it that little farmhouse feel to it. You want to adjust it like that. And then I show you how to make these picks on our last video on the wreath, and I went ahead and did a few more. And what I like about this is because it's just some tails on a wired stake, and what you need to do with this is you go ahead and add them. I'm gonna show you right here. Let me move it forward so you guys can see. So right here, there's no ribbon. So what you need to do is basically just go ahead and poke this guy. You can use this glue at this point if you want. And look at that, it continues to grow. Especially if you have something that swags down and you don't have the ribbon, then you can do some of these tails right here. You basically just insert your finger right here in the middle. Then you go ahead and insert this guy right here, and look, it just extends the ribbon all the way down. Thumbs up for that trick. If you guys enjoy these videos, be sure to give this video a thumbs up so I know that you are enjoying it. Let me see, where do I need one? I feel like we need a ribbon right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and add this ribbon right here. Look at that, how cute is this? Super easy, super affordable, but we have one last thing to add, and that's gonna be our gourds. And I have a set of 3. I like to work with sets of 3s, 5s, 7s, every odd number. And what I'm going to do is I'm gonna add them right here. I'm gonna add this gourd right here. At this point, I would recommend you glue these guys. Just a little bit of glue, that way you can pull it out and continue to reuse it. So I put one right here, so I'm gonna go ahead and put one right here. And the reason why I'm not gluing it right now is because I didn't pull out my glue gun, but I will go back and glue them because this is going outside. So I'm gonna go ahead and insert one right here. So I want it to spill down. You kind of have to insert it down and make sure that you give it a hook, so it will hook into something. And just like that right there, as you guys can see, super easy. All right, so I'm going to get the items that we're gonna put inside, and then I'm gonna put it on my entryway and show you what that looks like. Keep watching. All right, everyone, so once that we place our lantern where it's going to be for the fall season, and here in our home is going to be our entryway. So I want to explain that this is the very first thing you see when you walk into the door. That's why I wanted the swag to be on that way, so that where you can look at it as soon as you walk into the house. Then to decorate the inside of it, I'm gonna give you two options. And the very first option is gonna be one of these risers. This is made for a plain turn, but in this occasion, we're gonna use it for our candles and for the other items. So I'm gonna go ahead and place my riser right here, and I'm gonna grab a real candle, and this is a scented candle. It smells like lavender, and I love the scent of lavender, but you can change it for any fall scent. Then I'm gonna place that right there. Then I'm gonna get a hurricane candle. This is going to be your very basic lantern decor, but what I like about this is because it's functional. If you have a remote operated candle, if you don't want to burn a real candle, then you can just put on a timer and have some candlelight at night. This is perfect also for when you're entertaining. This is a cute idea, but idea number two is my favorite one, and I really think you're going to enjoy it. Let me get all these items ready. All right, you guys, so for idea number two, which is going to be a little bit more elaborate, what we're going to do is we're gonna grab some of this Spanish moss, and I'm gonna cover my little stand with it. So I'm gonna just let it drape down. Now this is going to create a little bit of a mess, but nothing we cannot go back and clean and dust later. So I just wanna go ahead and cover it like this. Then I went shopping at Hobby Lobby for some pumpkins, and before I show you what I'm gonna do with it, I have a special message for you. Okay, I want to mention, if you guys are out shopping for your fall goodies, I really recommend to take necessary precautions, social distance, and wear your mask. Stay safe while we are out shopping, all right? Love you all. All right, you guys, be safe while you're out there shopping, okay? So what we're going to do is we're gonna put this really beautiful black and white check with white stripes, which goes really well with our ribbon. I'm gonna go ahead and place it right there. And just like our centerpiece and our wreath had a little bit of galvanized metal, I went ahead and chose this other pumpkin right here. This is absolutely gorgeous, and actually you guys helped me select it on my Instagram. I asked which one you guys like better between A and B, and you guys chose this one. So I went ahead and got that one, and look how cute that is because it has a hole in it. It can literally sit right here on your other pumpkin, and it just creates that cohesiveness between the centerpiece, the wreath, and then also now the lantern. Now I'm always telling you to always save one of each when you are working on your swags and wreaths, and this is the reason why I want to create something right here. And because our swag is swagging that way, what I want to do is actually I'm gonna create it on this side, and I'm gonna leave the door open for this one. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna go ahead and do a sprig of our olive. I'm gonna do a little bit of our lamb's ear. Then what I'm going to do is I'm gonna grab one of the picks with the little pumpkins, and I heard that these are flying out of the shelves at Walmart. So if you see them, go ahead and grab yourself one. So I'm gonna go ahead and add this guy right here, creating some texture. Then I'm gonna add one sprig of the fall foliage, and as you guys can see, it's really bringing all of the elements from the top all the way here to the bottom. I'm gonna grab one of my gourds, and I'm gonna go ahead and insert it right here. And to finish it all off, I'm gonna go ahead and grab my sunflower, and I'm just gonna go ahead and put it right here. And just like that, you have a gorgeous fall display for your entryway table. And if you wanna see more lantern ideas, be sure to leave me the hashtag lantern down below in the comment section below so that I know you are interested and you wanna see more. But so far, this is what we got. So now that we have all of our elements into the lantern, the only thing I have left to do is bring my curly cues over to this side so they show better. I'm gonna go ahead and layer them like this. And as you guys can see, it is a super cute fall display, and I cannot wait to show you more. Keep watching. As you guys can see, creating your very own gorgeous farmhouse style swag for your lanterns for this fall season was so easy and very affordable if you just follow the steps. But I cannot wait to read your comments, so leave me a comment down below and let me know what do you think about this particular theme, and if you want to see more, leave the hashtag Farmhouse down below so that I know that you are interested. If you're new to this channel, please consider subscribing, and if you already subscribed, don't forget to turn the notification bell on, for we're just getting started with our fall season and I still have so many ideas coming your way. That's all I have for today, and if you have not seen the matching wreath for your front door and the centerpiece that match this theme, I'm gonna link them down below, or you can watch more videos right now. Consider subscribing, and until next time, bye. If you are new to this channel, I want to take a second to welcome you and invite you to subscribe for future decorating ideas by hitting this button down here. And if you already subscribed, don't forget to turn the notification bell on so you're notified about every single fall update. We're going to be uploading videos on Wednesdays and Sundays. And if you enjoyed this video, I recommend you watch this one right here. And there's going to be a full playlist of all of our fall videos down here. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next one.